All right. So welcome everybody. Can I see a show of hands who actually signed, who's getting started tonight with our business? You are? Congratulations. Wow. Awesome. Well, welcome to the team. So Monday nights, as Juliet said, is a training night for us over here in Preston. That happens straight after the meeting. So it's designed for all distributors who are with our company, and just to have a little bit of extra training, a little bit of extra support. And you know, we can never have enough support and training because we always want to grow, we always want to learn, and there is always things to learn, and we never stop learning, we never stop growing. So one of the big things with our company, and it's not just with our company, but if you think about it, it's life, is attitude. So it's really, really important in everything that we do is to always remember to try to have a really good attitude. You know, we've always got issues that come up in life. There's always going to be challenges that come up. And it's very easy for people, it's just human nature that we always sort of look at the negative side to it, or, you know, poor us, or, you know, the side to a situation that doesn't empower us. So what we want to train our minds to think of always something good out of something that's happened, even if it's bad, you know, commas, exclamation mark bad. Can I just ask everyone to put their phones away for me, please? You're doing notes, that's okay. And everyone needs pen and paper.
I'm taking notes for both of us.
Okay. And if someone doesn't have pen and paper, thank you, Patrick. Can someone rip some out of their books and pass it around? All right. We should have organised that before. No problem. All right. Awesome. All right. Great. Thank you, guys. So always remember, everything is no problem. If you're new to Herbalife, this is something that we talk about a lot. You're going to hear it a lot, that we always say everything is no problem. So no matter what happens...
No problem.
Say again.
No money, no problem.
Exactly. No money, no problem. No initiative to work. That's the big problem. Thank you, Mel. So you always want to look for solutions in everything that happens. Look for solutions, not for problems. So in every single thing that happens in your life, or in your Herbalife life, because you are going to be tested in Herbalife, because in Herbalife we can make a lot of money very quickly. That can happen really, really fast. So it's very important to realise that, you know, you've got to continually work, that just because the money may have come in quickly at the beginning, it doesn't mean you're going to maybe come across some negative people or some setbacks. Again, it's human nature out there. People are going to give you their opinions. People are going to maybe say, oh, that Herbalife thing, that doesn't work. My auntie tried it 10 years ago and the auntie's still overweight or whatever. They're going to give you their opinion. So it's very important to know that everything, A, is no problem, and to focus on the solution. So what's the solution if someone maybe comes up to you and says no to you about the products or the business? What do you think the solution is?
So that's okay. I don't worry about that. I just know that it's not me.
Yeah.
And I believe in it.
Okay, yeah. But what else can be another solution to someone saying no to you?
No problem.
No problem. No problem. One solution could be is talk to more people.
Yeah.
So in Herbalife, it's just a numbers game. So you're going to come across a lot of no's. Okay, and you'll probably get a lot of extra no's at the beginning because the universe somehow tests you about how badly you really want this Herbalife business. So you may get a lot of no's at the beginning, a lot more than maybe someone who's a little bit more experienced. And not only that, at the beginning, you need to make up in numbers what you lack in skill. Yeah? So some people already know that line from Jim Rohn. So what that basically means is that maybe at the beginning you need to speak to 20 people to get one person to say yes. And then as you start improving, as you start having more product belief, as you know, your confidence improves, as your confidence increases with the company, then maybe you're more confident with speaking as well, then maybe you're talking to 15 people and getting 1 yes. Then you have a bit more experience and you're talking to 10 people and you get 1 yes. So your numbers will get better with time. Okay, but always remember, Everything is about your attitude. And in this business, there are 3 ingredients for success. Okay? And there's one big difference that's going to set the standard, or set how fast or how quickly you're going to get to a destination with our company. Can someone tell me what the first 2 ingredients, what makes Herbalife work? What are the 2 most important ingredients for Herbalife?
The products?
Perfect. Well done, Julie there. Products?
Yeah.
Then?
Talking about it.
Yeah, absolutely. You're always going to be talking about it. So there's the products, and then there's the?
How you feel?
Yeah, absolutely. So how you feel is going to come from?
Where?
From using the products, how you feel.
Yeah.
Okay, but so there's the product side, and then there's the other side of the business, which is, oops,
Business.
no problem. I already said it. I said everything is no problem. So there's 3 ingredients. There's the products, there's the business side, which is the marketing plan. So and you need to remember, guys, the products have been working for 32 years. We are in how many countries now, Julie?
86.
I have lost track of how many countries we are in. 86 countries now. So, you know, we are not testing the products on anyone. You know, as Julie mentioned before in the presentation, by the way, didn't Julie do an amazing presentation tonight?
Yay!
Give her a big round of applause. Absolutely. She did fantastic. Yeah, and the marketing plan has been paying out for 32 years around the world, $5.4 billion last year in sales. So we know these 2 work. We don't have to doubt the products. We don't need to doubt the company, the marketing plan. We know 100% this works. With or without us doing Herbalife, the products are going to still be delivering results. The products are still going to be wanted out there by the marketplace. And the marketing plan is still going to be paying out money to the distributors. So what makes the biggest difference, do you think?
Your attitude.
You said it, yourself. That is the biggest part of the puzzle. So your success is all going to be dependent on yourself. It's not dependent on the products. The products work. You use them correctly, you pop them in your body, it's going to deliver amazing results. The marketing plan works. The marketing plan pays up to 73% back to the distributors, of every dollar back to the distributors. It works. So the only thing that's going to make the big difference to your success is you, the you factor. What it is that you want, how driven you are, how focused you can be, how teachable. Am I talking too fast, guys? Or okay? Yeah, okay. Jot down these things, how teachable that you are going to be, because we will teach you everything you need to learn, but it's a matter of how much you allow us to work with you. I mean, as you heard, there's pretty much meetings and trainings every single day of the week. So, you know, you can't say, I don't know what to do in Herbalife, really. Because you come to a session, you're going to learn what to do, and then you're going to have to start applying. We all need to apply what we learn, because it's one thing to know the information, yeah, have the information in our books or in our mind, but then not doing anything with it. Well, then how can you expect to be successful? Okay, so it's not a get-rich-quick scheme where you just sign up and the money's going to fall. There's going to be work involved. You're going to need to be speaking to people, inviting people to sessions, learning how to, you know, present the products, learning how to present the business opportunity, being consistent, being in it for like the long term, like a racehorse, like a pack horse. Sorry, not a racehorse. So not a short-term sprint. You take it long term. If you treat this business as a serious business, it will deliver as a serious business. If you treat it like a hobby, it's okay, no problem, but it's definitely going to only deliver a bit of a hobby income. Okay, so it comes back to, again, to what it is that you want from this, and you know, your attitude and your willingness to work and your willingness to let us work with you. So jot down these few phrases because I think they're just brilliant. So attitude is not everything. Everything is attitude. And that's a quote by Adidas. And then Jim Rohn, the master, you know, Jim Rohn, whatever you can listen or read or get your hands on by Jim Rohn, he is a master. He's a world-renowned business philosopher. He's sort of like, if you can imagine your head, your brain, yeah, up here. He cuts your head, the top part of the head, lifts your skull off, cleans it, rewires it to how it should actually be thinking to benefit you, pops it back in and then pops your skull back on. So Jim Rohn is really amazing. So whatever you can read or listen to, do so. And he says, don't wish it were easier, wish you were better. So Herbalife is really amazing. It's not just about making money. It's not, yes, you're going to make a lot of money, you're going to get clients, you're going to get distributors, but it teaches you about life, it teaches you how to become a better person, teaches you how to manage your finances. It's just incredible. It really is. And the longer that you're in Herbalife, the more that you're gonna see that for yourself. And Jim Rohn also says, how high can a tree grow? How high can a tree grow? As much as it can. The roots go down really deep, and then the branches start going out really high and tall. So, you want to think of yourself as a tree. The sky is the limit for you. So you always want to grow and learn as much as you can. Because you can never stop learning in Herbalife, and that's life. Imagine if in life you just suddenly stopped learning, you did nothing. Well, that's not a good sign, What would you do? You wouldn't do anything. So you're always going to be learning and growing. So why not apply it into Herbalife and make yourself rich? I mean, you're going to be working anyway, whether you're working for someone in Coles. Who was working in Coles before? You were, or working in a restaurant. You were working in part-time work in a restaurant, or working in a traditional business. Okay, working for a job for someone, you're only limited by how much you can earn, your hourly rate. Yeah? Traditional business, there is a lot of headaches, high risk, thousands and thousands of dollars of investment, hundreds of thousands, okay, with a lot of risk. So with Herbalife, apply yourself into your own business and you'll make yourself rich. And however much you want to earn, it's all up to you and the effort and the time that you put in. Really important to have teamwork. In Herbalife, it is about working together as a team. And, when you do work together as a team, you're going to have your days where you're going to need someone else to, give you a bit of a nudge and say, come on, we can do it, talk to that extra person, make that extra phone call. If you're working it by yourself, definitely you're going to be able to make some money, but you're not going to be able to make that long-term, the royalty income that will just keep coming in after a while, even if you're not working. But, Herbalife is amazing anyway, it's a lot of fun. So, you want to be a team player. So, things such as, Juliet's amazing, pop this centre together for the team, for everyone to come in here and be trained and supported. And so you don't have to travel hours and hours to go to a meeting, so it's amazing. So we all work the centre together. Maybe we pay $5 at the doors for a training, or we pay $100 so that we can use the centre for the month, anytime that we like when someone's in here. So you want to be part of that team environment so that we're all working together. Juliet also started weight loss challenges. She opened it up to everybody so that we can work it as a team. Because one day Juliet might be running a weight loss challenge and you've got some of your people in hers, but then maybe one day, you're running you can run a weight loss challenge and you need maybe some support from Juliet's people, so then they'll do the same thing, they'll come along to your weight loss challenge. It's very important to do that in Herbalife. Very, very important. And look, these trainings that we do, we don't get paid to train them, we run them. We do it for the team, and these trainings happen all over Victoria. There are many trainings. So we work it together. You're in business for yourself, again, but you're not by yourself. So it's very important that you be a team player, you participate in roadshows. Berna this week has organised a roadshow. If you're new, you don't know what a roadshow is and what these methods are, it's no problem. Just write down what I'm saying, and then the person who invited you here is going to explain it to you. So, if you haven't done a roadshow before, or if you haven't popped your name down for a shift, be a team player. Pop your name down for the shift. And it's not only for the team, obviously it's also benefiting you, because you're able to work your business, get clients, get more confidence, and the more consistent that you are, the faster your business is going to grow. Is Patrick there? I want to ask him.
It's on the phone.
Alright, no, it's okay, when he comes back in. I'm going to because Patrick is a professional athlete. And he went from soccer to football. And I'm going to get him to share what are some of the things that is important to some attributes, some virtues, what is it that makes a team play? What are some of the things that need to happen? And you can just apply them to your own business. You know, I'm sure one of them is consistency is key. And I remember seeing Patrick in the gym when he transitioned from soccer to football. Every day that I saw him, he was carrying a football, even in the gym, kicking the football. That's how committed he was. So, you know, commitment, consistency, start again. Making a decision, yeah? Make a decision what you want. Then commit to it. So committing to it could be that, you know, you become a supervisor. You commit that you're coming to maybe 2 trainings a week. Whatever that commitment is going to be for you, and then you follow through with it. So if you say you're going to do it, follow through with it. Don't just say it and then not be a doer, which is something that I really love about Juliet. You know, she'll see something, she'll decide, and she will action it straight away, immediately. That is going to make the biggest difference. Even if the action, yes, give her a hand. But we're clapping, but this is a message for everybody to take this on board as well. So even if the action is not 100% the perfect plan, but she still takes action anyway. Okay, and I always say a perfect plan, an imperfect plan, put into action is better than the perfect plan, never action. If that makes sense. So, you know, you could have the best plan, I'm going to get rich, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and then the next day you spend hours designing a flyer and you talk to nobody. Right? You haven't taken the appropriate action. You know, or you sit there sharpening your pencils. Oh, first I need to sharpen my pencils, or, you know, play on the internet a little bit, fix up my paperwork. It's not the right action, yeah? Do the dishes, do work from home. So it's really important that you decide what you want and you take action. Then it's not just about taking the action, it's about being consistent, which is really, really important. And anything you're going to do, again, if you get a job and you're working, you have to be consistent. Because if you don't go to work every day, what's going to happen? You don't get paid. So you get fired. So why is it any different in our Herbalife business? Because we work for ourselves? Well, what's the difference? You still have to employ yourself. So sometimes people get started and they fake themselves out of the business because they think that they don't need to go to work. They think they spoke to one person last week that why the business is not working, or that they handed out one flyer and nobody called. So it's very important. So it's no different than work though. You get up, you go to work 9 to 5 or whatever the hours are for very little money. So why not employ yourself and do the same thing in your Herbalife business to make the money? Yeah? Okay, let's see what's next. So, very important is not to major in the minors. Really, really important. So, you know, the minors could be like focusing on the weather. Oh, you know, I can't talk to anyone today because it's cold and I'm tired and I'm grumpy and it's not nice outside. Don't focus on that these minor things. You know, the major thing is where you want to have your focus. The major things is talking to people every day about the products, talking to new people every day about the business, being in front of these clients, being in the presence of whoever you're speaking to. These are major things. Minor things is, you know, don't worry about if you're in a meeting and someone walks late into the door. Minor. Don't take your attention away from the session, or you've invited 5 people, one person shows up, and you're focusing on the 4 that haven't come. Don't major in this minor. They didn't come, no problem. You've got one person who is here. That's major, so focus your time on them. If you're a little bit more advanced in the business and you've already got distributors in your business, and you've got ones that work and ones that don't work, or ones that give themselves too many excuses, unfortunately, So minor, we're always going to be there for those people. We're ready to always help them. But you need to spend your time with people who are working, that are coming to the trainings, that are willing to, we recommend them to do something that they take, at least try and take an action towards it, do a little bit of action. So always remember, don't major in the minors. What are some other majors? Can someone say? Where should you be focusing most of your time?
Personal development using the products consistently.
Can you say that louder, Julie?
Personal development, that's a major, and using the products consistently, that's a major.
Yes. Personal development was that U factor. Remember at the beginning? The three key ingredients for success in Herbalife is products, the marketing plan, and then the U factor. That comes from personal development. Okay? Things like listening to Jim Rohn, listening to things that are positive for your mind. Okay? And the other thing was the products. And that is so important. I mean, personally, I don't work with anyone unless they're prepared to use the products. And if they stop using the products, then that tells me that they're not serious about their business, because the business is all about the products. We're still going to love them. They're still welcome to come to the sessions and to Herbalife. But if they are not prepared, that is like the most important thing, that someone is using the products. Because if your passion is not there, it will not last in the business. You will not keep your clients because you're not passionate about it. The clients aren't going to be passionate about it. It is a monkey see, monkey do business that will translate even through your clients and your distributors and everything that you do. So what else is a major thing in the business?
I think also not getting hooked onto people's negative, try to pick someone and they say no, or they're negative, just move on and just
Get
be
over
positive
the
and
negative
talk to the next person.
Exactly. So, it's very important this, and, we say that, and then sometimes, it'll happen in one day, you'll get everyone saying no to you or being negative to you. So that's when you're going to be tested as to how much you really want this Herbalife opportunity. So these are the times when you need to remember, okay, I'm a step closer to a yes. So just remember, you get paid for the no's. Because if a client buys a $400 program, or when they buy, say, a $400 or $500 program, if you break it down, you're actually getting paid for all the no's, because then at the end someone's saying yes and they're paying you $500. So just remember, the no's is just one step closer to a yes, and actually be happy with the no, because it does mean that you're a step closer to a yes. The other thing is gossiping. There's lots of things that people are gonna say, and there's gonna be lots, because you're working with people with Herbalife. It's a people business, so there's always going to be people gossiping about that person doing this, doing that, doing the wrong thing. Minor things, guys, do not engage there. Do not go there. Remember, your job in Herbalife is to talk to people about the products every day. Talk to people about the business every day. Of course, use the products. Attend the sessions, attend these trainings, and then just keep doing it over and over again. It's the most simple business. It's just so simple. And then the 4 characters for success is the desire to change, the willingness to learn, making a decision, which is what we've spoken about already before, and the courage to take action. You see, courage, everyone gets scared sometimes. Everyone gets fearful. It's not easy coming up talking in front of people. I still get fearful to do that. But courage is taking action even if you feel that fear. And it's very important that you all practice that. So, when we call on you, your brand new person, to come and tell your testimony, yes, I remember how scary that was. I had no confidence when I first started Herbalife. I really did not. And it is scary coming up to sharing a testimony, but you've got to do these things to really advance your business. It's all these small things that will build up to make a big difference in your Herbalife business. And Jim Rohn again, success is neither magical nor mysterious. Success is the natural consequence of consistently applying basic fundamentals.
Can you go back one?
Yeah. So for things to change, you have to change. And for things to get better, you have to get better. Again, Jim Rohn. Are you guys warm in here?
Yes.
Nice and warm? Do you think we could turn the aircon on just a little bit?
Who turned it
Thank
off?
you. No problem. Everything is no problem.
No problem, you turned it off, I'm gonna bash it.
So guys, it's important to have dreams, have your goals. I mean, we did a goal setting workshop earlier, so we're not going to go too much into that, but I do want to touch on this because it is your dreams and your goals that's going to pull you through, and having them in front of you, knowing what you want and consistently revisiting it, because it is going to change. And as you grow and as you have more belief in the company and more belief in yourself, more belief in the products, more belief in the person that you're working with, your goals are going to change and you're going to constantly change. It's important to have lots of different goals, you know, maybe some material goals, maybe income goals, maybe some friendship goals, maybe belonging, a sense of belonging, maybe love. Believe me, in almost every single area, you're going to be able to achieve it with Herbalife. There's 100%, without a doubt, you're going to be able to achieve it. So it's just a matter of you putting it down on paper. It's something magic when you're writing things down, you know, because your brain takes it in differently, and rather than just having it in your mind, but when you're actually writing things down, you process things differently. And it's very important to have some really big goals, because quite often, you know, in life we're put down a lot, so we are afraid to dream big. But if we're always focusing on small goals, as soon as there's an obstacle that comes up, the goal's covered. As soon as a customer gets constipated, or as soon as a distributor doesn't want to work, or whatever happens, or as soon as a partner's negative, you know, straight away that's it, the wall's there, so you can't see your goals anymore. So it's very important to have a really big goal, so that no matter what, if an obstacle comes up, your dream is bigger than that obstacle. You will go around the wall, up the wall, under the wall, through the wall. This is brilliant things. You know, before Herbalife never learnt any of this. I went to university, I did nursing, I did my postgraduate. Never did we, you know, did I learn any of this stuff. It's just incredible.
Jim Rohn
Right,
says
Julie?
Jim Rohn says if in high school they offered Wealth 1 and Wealth 2, I would have taken it, but it's not something that you learn through schooling.
Yeah, unfortunately, you know, so it's amazing. You know, take this seriously. Really, you know, sometimes it's confronting because it is scary putting down goals, what it is that I really want. Sometimes people are afraid of success. They're afraid that, oh, if I do achieve all these things, maybe my friends won't like me anymore, I'll be earning too much money. Some people have a fear of success. You know, or some people have a, you know, rather than focusing on that, why don't you focus on, wow, if I did achieve all of that, imagine all the people that I could help, imagine all the money I could give to my family and friends, imagine everything that you can do. So remember always to try and draw something positive out of everything that happens. And, you know, don't stay in your comfort zone. There was a training I once went to in Herbalife, and someone was saying that, you know, focus in on, you know, your strengths, yeah? And don't do too much of your weaknesses, focus on your strengths. And absolutely, if you focus on your strengths, you're going to move fast because that's your strong area. So maybe you're really strong with selling the products, but you're not so good at recruiting, for example. And so you're focusing on the retail, but on saying that, you have to stretch yourself. You need to get in that uncomfortable zone, because that is when you learn it, that is when you grow, that is when you take your business to the next level. So staying in your comfort zone, you will never grow. You will never build a successful business, because if we all stayed in our comfort zone, none of us I would not get up and talk. I would not tell my testimony. I wouldn't want to, you know, serve shakes or participate in anything. Then your business is not going to grow. So it's really important to do the things that scare you, because that is when you grow the most. That is when you will go a lot faster in your business. Yes, work on your strengths, because obviously that's your strengths, but work on what you're afraid of as well, your weaknesses. Because it's only your weaknesses because you're not working it. It's like going to the gym, right? Maybe you haven't been to the gym, your muscles you're weak, right? You can't lift many weights. Maybe you're a really good runner, but you don't lift weights. So you're weak there. But if you start focusing in and, oh, it's so painful to lift heavy weights, but you do it anyway, you're stretching yourself, you're out of that comfort zone where you know you can run 10Ks no problem, then you're going to just have an amazing shape because the muscle's going to come. It's the same thing is what I'm trying to say in Herbalife. You know, do what is scary to do. Make that phone call, talk to that stranger, give that extra flyer, make that extra phone call. It is what is going to make the biggest difference in your business. Okay, there's a few things I'm just going to go through. If you just write down these questions. So ask yourself, have I written down my goals? Because if you don't write it down, how do you know what's going to drive you to get up out of bed in the morning to do Herbalife? Remember, you don't have a boss paying you an hourly rate, so you need something that's going to drive you every morning to get up out of bed and work your Herbalife business. I recommend you write down, the goal setting workshop we wrote down, Beto, how many goals did you end up writing down that time? 50. Yeah, we wrote down 50 goals. I'm not asking you to write 50 right now, I'm asking you to write 20. 20 goals, and not now, do it at home. And not 20 goals that you think you can achieve. 20 things that you want if money was not even an issue, not even just anything that you want, 20 goals that you want to achieve if there was no limit to anything. And then I want you to give that goals sheet, that 20 list of goals, to the person that you're working with. So whoever is active, the most active person in your upline, you give them that goals sheet. Because then they're going to be out, if your sponsors or whoever you're working with doesn't know what you want, it's very difficult to get them to help you to achieve anything because they don't know what you want. Because you're doing it for yourself, you're not doing it for your downline's goals or your sponsor's goals or for anyone's goals. You're going to do it for yourself. You're not doing it for your partner's goals, husband, wife. You're doing it for your own reasons. Now those reasons may involve the family or your husband or your wife or children, but you've got to put that down on your goals. And then you want to ask yourself, what do I need to do to achieve my goals? So in terms of the marketing plan, where it is that you need to be on the marketing plan. So let's say, who knows how much money a global expansion team earns? 5 to 15,000 a month. So write that down. Global expansion team earn between $5,000 to $15,000 a month. What about millionaire team? Okay, millionaire team earn to $30,000 a month. Even if you're brand new, you don't know what this means, just write it down. And president's team? $30,000 a month. Last weekend we had some training by a couple from Malaysia, husband and wife. They just went president's team, they earned over $30,000 last month, in 1 month. It's important to know that because when you write your 20 goals, and you share that with the person that you're working with, they're going to be able to show you from what you've written down where you need to be in the marketing plan to be able to achieve these goals. And then you want to ask yourself, what do I need to become? How do I need to present myself? How do I need to present the products, the business, the company? So let's just make a list now, brainstorm, and if everyone can write it down. So what are some things that you think in this business that you need to become as a person to be successful?
Most important one, consistent in your activities.
Consistency in activities.
And finances.
Write this down, please. Because then you can come back to it and see where you're at and what you can tick off or what you need to add on. What else do you need to become?
need to become wiser than you were yesterday. Zainab knows that because she listened to Jim Rohn, didn't
You
she?
need to be wiser. How can you become wiser? We've already sort of mentioned it.
Grow old.
Personal development, PD. Yeah. Consistency in using the products. How about becoming a leader? Taking action first.
Stepping out of your comfort zone.
Yeah. Stepping out of comfort zone. Patrick, what do you need to become to be successful in this business?
Putting some effort.
Effort. Effort and consistency.
Talk.
How do you need to present yourself? Yeah, so confidence.
Good girl, man.
How about dressing for success? Dressing like, you are representing a $5.4 billion US company. And coming to these sessions not in jeans or runners or thongs or shorts. Coming dressed for success, because when you take this business seriously again, it's going to deliver serious results.
My boss not closed tomorrow yet. So we didn't get a letter saying it's closed.
No, it's just how about becoming a giver? A doer? Giving your time to the people who deserve your time and not just need your time. So the people that deserve it are the ones that are actually working, showing up to the sessions. If they say they're going to do something, they're actually doing it. These are the people that we want to work with, because these are the people that are serious, not the people that say, yeah, I'm going to come, and they don't show up. Okay? Again, everyone does it for their own reasons. So we're here to help and support everyone, but we want to spend our time with the people that are actually wanting to do the business, wanting to work.
I think also not accepting rejection like when you try to talk to someone, they just like, don't take it at heart.
Not taking it personally.
Yeah. Only afraid of,
Rejection is not personal. It just means that they're not ready at that moment. Like Patrick. How long ago did I speak to you, Patrick? 2 years ago. And how many times in that 2 years did I keep talking to you? Every time I saw him, this is her one. And timing was just not right. And so it's not personal, you need to understand that. So if I had taken that personally and thought, I'm never going to talk to Patrick again, then I would have missed out, right? So you've got to be patient, you've got to give this business time. You've got to be patient, and you've got to understand that when someone says no, it's no now, it's not forever. It's just that maybe they're not ready, timing wasn't right, it doesn't mean no to Herbalife or the products or to you. Smile, absolutely. So you want to smile. You want to be a listener more than a talker with your clients. Because if you listen to what the prospect or the client is saying, they're going to tell you everything that you need to know.
And remember.
Yeah, and you're going to remember. So
Us in the next time.
exactly. And I heard once in a training is that you listen more than you talk. That's why we've got 2 ears and 1 mouth.
That's true.
So it's really amazing. So when people don't care about what you know until they know how much you care. So when someone generally feels that you generally have their best interests at heart, they will you know, they will buy the products, they will join you in the business. And I believe that's why Patrick is doing so well. Because he is genuinely talking from his heart to people. Yeah? And on that note, Patrick, I wanted to call you up before, and we were talking about teamwork, team players, and what are some of the attributes that need to happen for you to be a real team player. What sort of needs to happen? Because I know that you're a professional athlete. And can you just stand up and come to the front? Give him a hand, because he doesn't know I'm calling him right now. Thanks, Patrick. You see, this is teamwork. Thank you, Patrick.
Go Patrick. Go
So-
Patrick. Go Patrick.
So, come around here. So, just share with everyone, what do you think it means to be a team player?
A team player, you have to believe in each other. You have to work as a group. It's not just about you achieving things. Like you have to sometimes put your body on the line for the team to win. So, which I say body on the line means forget about your personal goal of making money. Do something that's gonna benefit everyone, and in return, everyone will do the same. So that's when I go to training, I'm not just thinking of, for example, okay, I'm going to do something to impress the coach. I'm thinking of what can I do to make my team win. And if we win, then there will be people watching, and I will also benefit. But if I try to do too much on my own, everyone else will not want to work with me. Like the team will not like me. Like it's like a family.
Yeah.
And that is brilliant. Thank you, Patrick. But start here when I ask something. Start here, Patrick, please, Patrick. One more thing I want to ask you. So, exactly like what I was saying before, we need to work as a team, all of us. Whether it's weight loss challenges, road shows, these sessions here, we need each other's stories. When it's very important to understand that when your business is not booming how you want it, you need to be in the meeting, because you gotta be around the people that are moving and grooving. You gotta be around to find out what it is that you're lacking, so your business can grow. And when your business is booming, yeah, then the meeting needs you, because they need your energy, your testimony, your passion. So everything we do in our life is going to be working as a team, yeah. And the other thing, yes, Patrick?
Like before I went out to answer a phone call, I don't know who rang me, someone from Coconut, telling me, oh, I heard about you, this, what are you doing and stuff, about the team, can you tell me what's making you do good? And
Yeah.
I don't even know who I was talking to, but that's nice to know and stuff like that. And for example, I joined a few people in my team. So what I have been doing is, like even Ali told me, don't do it. For example, I got someone in my team who hasn't got any confidence of selling, and I have someone who wants to buy stuff from me. And I go, oh, just to give her some confidence and stuff. Yeah, that's teamwork. Like Ali told me, now you need to teach her to catch the fish, don't give her the fish.
Yeah.
So it's very important to work as a team, not just thinking of your own benefit.
Yeah. And on that, with that example, it's you want to help your teammates. We do help our teammates, but it's almost like when you're playing a sport or footy or whatever, and if someone's not so good at kicking, you're not gonna tell them don't do it and kick for them. It's the same thing as not just giving a customer to your distributor because you think you're helping them, but then that will bring their confidence down because then they feel like they can't do it. Definitely do it together. Definitely help that person, teach them exactly what to do, but never just give it to them, because then they don't learn anything really. But how about Patrick with in terms of, because I shared with everyone that you went from soccer to football, and what were some of the things that you needed to do, and what are some of the things that it takes to be a successful athlete in terms of maybe consistency or discipline, or what would you say?
For example, my story is a little bit funny. I used to play basketball, and I decided I'm going to play soccer. If I was with 20 people in the room, half of the of them, just maybe one person have go, you get 19.5, they're like, nope, negative, and I was rubbish. They say like, I'm like, I believe in myself, I can do this, so I put some effort. I believe day after day, I put some effort, and then I made it after the year. I went overseas, played soccer for 12 years, and I came here, I watched iPhone on TV. I'm like, I love this sport. I'm going to try this sport. Again, people go, what? People have been playing this sport since the little, they can't make it to the top. You're going to come from where you're from, and you want to make it at 25? Man, you're wasting your time. Again, put some effort, I believe. 3 months later, I made it to the top, with the best. So you're gonna believe in what you're doing, even if it's impossible. Because I'm a Christian. I believe in God. I know all the hard work pays. If you put some effort, it might pay Ali 50,000. It will pay me 10,000. It's still okay. So I know if you put some effort, if you make some effort, you get some.
And it's not just the effort once. What would you say in terms of effort? Like, do you do it for a month, 3 months? Do you give it until? Do you?
I just go hard. I just do it. Like I'm like, I'm not gonna. What's the worst? For example, when I start this thing, which I still don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, okay, I don't have to go to school to get a master's degree. I don't have to study every night. All I have to go there and talk to people and stuff like that. Someone would say no to me. It's not gonna change anything. It's not, sorry, I'm busy. Okay, have a good day, man. Next, and then eventually it became, it's like a game for me now. I enjoy doing that, like just breaking people's doors.
That's brilliant.
And it works. So just, believe you can do it. And if Ali does it, why can't you do it? You got 2 hands. You have to. And so just do it. And I'm also listen, like I hate dressing up like that. I love my shirt. I'm so uncomfortable way, but I'm like, oh. But I could just come here and say, it doesn't matter, I'm in short, yes. If you want, no one will buy my stuff, I don't care. But I should say we're gonna work as a team. So I'm very comfortable like that. But when I talk to people, when I'm wearing my shorts, I will speak to anyone. I will speak in front of 20,000. I'm very comfortable. Like, it's just
when you're wearing your tracksuit.
When I'm wearing,
when you're wearing a suit pants.
like when I'm wearing my suit pants, like the suit pants. Okay, so I can tell that I got an accent to start because I can listen to it. But when I wear my short, for me, I got the best Aussie accent.
Thanks, Patrick. Yay. So guys, big message from Patrick. It's the effort, it's the consistently just doing it. Talks to absolutely everybody. I already know he does that because anytime I just glance over at the gym, he's always talking to people about Herbalife. Always. And it doesn't matter where you are, you don't need to be in a gym. It's just, you got to have that attitude that, he said, treat it like a game. Treat it like a game. They say, no problem, great. I'm going to find someone who says yes. So if you have fun with it like that, you're going to become attractive. Yeah, so never give up, believe in yourself, and you just got to keep doing it. Try and get a little bit better every day. Don't major in the minors like we discussed. Wherever you are, be there. Have a look at what you need to become a leader. Come out, stretch outside of your comfort zone. Learn what you need to do with the products, the business, how to present everything. Very important, work closely with your most active, sponsor, giving them your goals so that they can show you where you need to be in the marketing plan and, do a timeline as to, when you can achieve, when you want to get there. We've spoken about this. Look, you want to be aiming for, as a supervisor, some people are new in the room, so it may not make sense, just write it down anyway. When you're a fully qualified supervisor, if you want to be earning like between 1,000 to 3,000 maybe part-time, no problem. do it retailing to clients. If you want anything more serious than that, you want to be aiming for personal volume, at least 5 to 15,000 a month, personal volume point. Doing 2,500 volume points as a minimum is not going to get you rich. Okay, so 2,500 points is basically you using the products and just servicing maybe 15 to 20 clients. It's not going to get you rich. It's an open shop, open close business like that. You're not going to make money while you're sleeping. As soon as you go on holidays for a month, or you're not constantly getting customers, you're not got no money. So we want to, if you want to get rich with our company, it's definitely the recruiting. You know, teaching these people how to get clients, and that is forever money. And that's going to come from you recruiting people into your business, aiming for at least between 5 to 15,000 personal volume points a month, because that means you're bringing in at least 1 to 2 new supervisors a month. Okay? That means that by the end of the year, even if you're bringing in 1 new supervisor a month, by the end of the year you're going to have 12 new supervisors in your business. And they're enrolled into the system and everything, so your business is going to grow. We spoke about what the Get team, Milk team, Press team earn, and where you need to be on the marketing plan with your dream. So please, again, write down 20 goals, not what you believe you can achieve, just 20 goals if there was everything was unlimited in terms of time, money, you had no obstacles, everything was just what it is that you want. Pop it on paper, 20 goals, and share that with the person who you're working with. And, you know, always be grateful. You know, if you're not grateful for what you have, or if you're not grateful for what you have now in your Herbalife business, then the universe is not going to deliver much more. You know, just a couple of pictures here. Think about it. You know, we are so blessed with everything that we have in this world, right? In where we are, and with this Herbalife opportunity. So, you know, think about this. These people hate, you know, if you think you hate reading, for example, you know, these people here, they treasure every single opportunity to learn. Because we have so much opportunity to learn. Think about, you know, you hate eating, like some people that are, you know, new to nutrition don't like eating their fruit and veg or being healthy or want to take their Herbalife products. And look, there's people in the world that are starving. So, you know, really, we've all got to stop, you know, complaining or muttering that things aren't working, you know, because things can work for you if we go to work. And we are very blessed, and there's so much that we can do. If we are successful, more successful, then there's so much we can give back to people. You know, you can give back to your culture, society. There's so much you can do. It's not just about you. It is about what you can do with what you achieve with Herbalife. And so a little bit more gratitude, a little bit less muttering that, you know, things aren't working or whatever. You know, it can work as long as you go to work and, you know, focus on some of the basics that we've spoken about. Working on you, the biggest factor in Herbalife success. Encourage each other, like be that team player, like what Patrick's saying. You know, be there for each other, encourage each other, work together at, you know, doing the activities, work together in the meetings. And, you know, all the sweat that you put in today are definitely going to be the pearls of tomorrow. Okay? Jump into action. Just like what Patrick did, you know, saw something on the footy on TV, said, nah, I want to do that. And straight away jumped into action. Training, you know, probably eating, sleeping, everything with the football. I used to see him at the gym. The football was always with him. I reckon he slept, showered, everything with that football. So you want to have the same attitude in this business. Just like Jula there. Straight away, I'm opening a centre, bang. She just jumped into action. That's why she's so successful. It's the same when you make these decisions and you take action straight away. Scary? Yes, I'm sure. I'm sure it's scary. But you do it anyway, because remember, doing things when you're scared that's when you're going to grow the most. And so that you don't regret tomorrow, and fulfill your dreams and be the master of your own life, own self. Who knows the story of the diamonds? Who knows how to find a diamond? Go to your room.
They
Oh,
start
okay.
as coal.
I'm gonna share a story with you on how to become a diamond and how it can happen and why there's certain things in Herbalife that make us diamonds. And if you know if you know this story, don't say the answer or anything, but see, who knows where a diamond comes from? If you know this, don't say please, but try and take a guess. If you know the answer, don't say it, but from the earth. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah. So, a diamond doesn't look like this when you find a diamond. Okay, you don't know what when you have a diamond. So we could be walking in the street and there could be all these rocks and stones and all this stuff on the floor that could actually be a diamond. Okay, so there's a story of diamond collecting and becoming a diamond. So we as Herbalife distributors, we want diamonds. We want to look for the diamonds. We want to look for President's Team. And, sometimes we got to collect some stones that don't look like diamonds initially, that you don't know what this person can become or what this stone is. So you got to pick up everything that you come across, whether it's a big rock, a small rock, a pebble, because you never know what is inside that rock. Okay? Same as the business, we're recruiting all these people because you never know, we never prejudge. Okay? We recruit as many people because we don't know who they can become or who they are. And then how do you get to the diamond, do you think? Let's say you pick up a stone and you don't know if it's inside is a diamond or not. How do you know how can you expose the diamond, do you think? Clean it? Yeah, maybe we can clean it, wash the stone, shine it up, work on it.
Put your interest to it.
Put your interest to it.
Take it to a specialist.
But it's a rock. No matter how much we shine the rock and wash it and scrub it, it's still a rock.
I love it.
You love it, I love you rock, but it's still a rock.
Doesn't matter.
So how you can show that if it's a diamond or not is you've got to put pressure. If you put pressure on the stone, then the stone will crack, yeah? So then we can see what's inside. So it's, sometimes, the person you're working with or you're brand new, we're pulling you up to tell your testimony. That's pressure, right? That's scary. You've got to put pressure because it's not to be pushy, but because we believe in all of you that you can all be successful in Herbalife. You've got to take that bit of an extra stretch, a bit uncomfortable. So we put pressure on the stone. So we collect all the stones. We put pressure, it cracks a little bit so that we can see what's inside. And so, absolutely. I'm so glad you said that because every single one of us is already a diamond. We are all diamonds. We really are. Every single one of us. But we've got all these layers and layers and layers of rejection and negativity and all these disappointments and everything. So pressure, yeah, the diamond is there. But even inside when you find the diamond, it's not like this shape. It's like a rough. You still can't see the brilliance, the beauty, the clarity of the diamond. How does a diamond get this shape? What do you think? You develop it. How do we develop it? How do you cut a diamond to get this beautiful shape? You do a lot of work. Machinery, sharpening, smoothing. Okay, so actually, we cut a diamond with another diamond. This is how a diamond gets its beauty, its clarity. Now, what this means is in Herbalife, okay, and in life, we are all diamonds, okay? Then how we get our clarity and we become successful, we get the brilliant shine, we get the diamonds, is by being cut by another diamond. So, at these big events, like at the Spectacular that's coming up, it's at these bigger events when you qualify for VIP seating, you qualify for the party, the dinner, you come to the trainings. Slowly you're being cut into that beautiful diamond that shines, that's so beautiful that everyone wants, that's so valuable. Yeah? So a diamond by itself, it's got value, but it's not as valuable as when it's cut like this. So when we tell everyone, come to the trainings, do this, qualify for the dinner, qualify for the vacation, put your goals down, it's not to be annoying. It's not because we want you to do it, because we believe in you. Your sponsor believes in you. And they understand that yes, it's going to, put a little bit of pressure. Yes, you're going to get cut. We're always going to encourage you to go for these events because this is when you're going to get cut into a diamond. So it's always important that you remember that. And I want you all to remember that because, there'll be times where it gets tough. Everything, that's life. So I'm going to hand this around and I want you to put it up on your wall at home or somewhere where you're going to see, to remember that you're all diamonds and that your time is going to come. It's just that you need to keep stretching yourself, do the basics, really qualify for absolutely everything, doing the supervisor academies over again, attending the White Herbalife Wine Out, going to the STSs, buying your ticket for Spectacular, and there's a love heart up there to remember to always love yourself and allow for mistakes, allow that you're going to grow, okay, but love yourself enough not to beat yourself up and to say, okay, I'm going to get that little bit better, I'm going to get up and do more, I'm going to talk to that extra person, and, so that I can shine and have so much value like this, so much more value like this diamond. So if you can pass it around, take one and pass it on. So did you like the diamond story? Woohoo! Yes, thank you. Give me a hand. Actually, it's not my story. I just copied it off of someone else in Herbalife. So in Herbalife, they teach you in school, not to copy, but in Herbalife you just copy and you'll be successful. Okay, nearly done. So guys, if you're not already registered on malvernlifestylecenter.com, please do so. Register so that you get newsletters from Malvern Lifestyle Centre. This is like the mothership. All the supervisor academies get run from there. And there's a lot of sessions, a lot of things that get done out of that centre. And who are the supervisors in the room? Hands right up so everybody can see. Okay, so pretty much half the room are supervisors. There's a supervisor academy that's starting next week. Okay, for anyone that's a supervisor. You need to enroll. We all need to enroll for it. It gets full very quickly through this website. So go to the website, go to Supervisor Academy link, and select whether you go on a Tuesday or a Thursday night, and you commit to it for 4 weeks for 2 hours. So this is really important. This is basically going to set your business up. It's going to give you so much confidence. And actually, when you do these supervisor academies, you do it consistently for 12 months, you'll be at that income bracket between $5,000 to $15,000 a month. And if you do it consistently for 3 years, you'll get to that millionaire team, the bracket from $15,000 to $30,000 a month. The next Success Training Seminar is on November the 18th. It's a Sunday. If you're brand new today, you've got a free ticket in your bag. Everybody else can register to buy their tickets online. So make sure you pop that date down in your diary so that you keep it free, November the 18th. We've got a very, very special guest that's come all the way from Indonesia. We are so lucky to have this gentleman. He earns the President's team earns over $30,000 a month. I reckon he earns over $100,000 a month. He's got 4 presidents. He's nearly a chairman's club member, which is one of the highest positions in our company. He has an incredible business, so you don't want to miss out on hearing from the special guest. Now, there's a really major event coming up in January in Adelaide. It's called Spectacular. This event is totally going to change your life. You're going to see, hear, and feel things that you've never seen, heard, or felt before. And even if you're a distributor, you get started today, you can buy your ticket and attend. And not only you, put down a number of how many distributors you want to take with you to this event. So who's booked their Spectacular tickets already?
I'm number 52.
I booked mine. Who put your hand right up?
I think you're like number 5.
Am I?
Yes.
What number are you?
Well, I'm waiting to get my buttons. See, we're all wearing these blue buttons that says we want to be the biggest state with the most people out of all of Australia. So everyone, when you buy your ticket, we get a big button that says I'm number whatever number you were in the line to buy your ticket. So it's a lot of fun. So definitely want to book your spectacular tickets, and we can all travel together. We can stay in the same hotel. We can do everything together. So it's a lot of fun. And you know, ensure that you're up to date with your business, because if you're not receiving emails from us or from Herbalife or from Jewellery, you're going to miss out on a lot of really important information to build your business. And we shall take it from there. Now, I've gone a little bit over time, so I want to thank you for your patience, and definitely get back to the person who invited you, who you're working with. Please work on those goals and set your plan. And I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. We're going to be in Melbourne for the Herbalife Opportunity Meeting. Thank you.
Thank you.